Hello, good morning. I wanted to share first before I start this video where you can find me on Instagram and Facebook. Okay. Alright, good morning everybody. Alright. I'm gonna take a deep breath here. Okay. It's funny, I wanted to talk about failure in this video, and this is my third try of making this video because my son keeps walking in. And I've been doing various things to experiment with getting him to stop walking in, and it hasn't worked so far, so it's like I'm actually been experiencing failure during this video. Just getting me into the state of connection with failing. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to talk about failure. I just started thinking about that today, and actually I started thinking about it in a lighter way than I normally think about failure, and that is what made me want to make this video. Like, oh, this is like something's coming up here, something valuable to share, and that is failure is not as bad as we think it is. And yeah, I think that it's taken me this many years to realize that, like, I've actually had to have enough trying and things not working, and then me realizing that I survived it. One, to realize that it's not as bad as I think. And then the other part is, yeah, what really was coming in is actually that there is a lot of peace of mind with failure. I kind of feel like standing. Alrighty, sorry. Okay, yeah, I have to move with this video today. I have to move. Oh, to let this energy come through. Okay. Yeah, you know why? Because this is like a big topic and it's sticky. That's what I'm getting. It's like sticky, and I have to move the energy. I kind of want the video to be raised. So I'm just lowering myself. That's what I'll do. I'll just lower myself. Alright, I'm just going to work with it because I don't want to walk into the other room. Okay, get back on topic, Katie. Okay, so even though it can be difficult to talk about, failure, it's not such a bad thing. I'm getting right now, it's not such a personal thing. It's like just this energy. It's just a way of knowing basically like how long to stay on something, I think. I mean, it's a choice. We can try one thing like our entire life and just keep failing and never move on to something else that is an option, or we can use it as information. Like, oh, maybe that's the universe saying that was not the correct direction for me, and maybe that's just not what's needed from this being, this lifetime. And it's not, I wasn't good enough, or it's not so personal. It's like, I feel like there's so much attachment to a specific jobs and like hierarchies, and I'm realizing more and more that that's just a mirage. Like, really the important thing is that we came here to learn the lessons that we came to learn, that we're evolving, and that we're becoming like more whole, more well-rounded people, and we're learning how to do life with all of its complications, and basically stay steady and balanced and be as nice of a person whether we're flipping French fries at McDonald's or we're in charge of a huge corporation. I think, yeah, real success is just like what I said. We learned what we came to learn, so we're evolving, and we just did our part. Like if the best place for somebody to be is working at McDonald's, and I'm sorry if that sounds judgmental, like it's like, you know what I'm getting at. Like people tend to look at that type of job like, oh, if you work at a burger joint, like that's like a low on the totem pole job. But I mean, that's just the way our society thinks. But as I was saying, it's not, basically what I'm trying to say, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not all the things we did in our life, it's how we did them, how we showed up. Were we like a great fellow employee when we went to McDonald's to do our job, and like we enlivened people, we uplifted them, we helped their day be better, we said something that helped them make a shift, we were kind as we could be to the customers. Okay, so you take that, somebody's doing all that, they're working at a burger place, and then you take a person, say, that's at the very top, they're one of the top positions in a corporation, but they're, not being patient, they're, tearing people down, or they're not nice to their family, and they, don't have a very good vision for the world, don't really want to help. But, they're still somehow are at the top of this corporation. I mean, it does happen, right? There are people that are not living really healthy lives who do make a lot of money. So I'm sitting now. I think I moved my energy enough. So yeah, so failure and success, it's definitely not the specific job that you do. Okay, so that's one of the things I wanted to say. It's how you do something, not what you do. And then the other thing I was talking about was peace of mind. That's where I started. And okay, if I go in this direction, it's going to make it a long video, but all right, you know what? This is just my very imperfect video today. I don't know if I'm going to post it or not, but I probably will. Okay. So speaking of jobs and just trying and finding out, so, I started posting my artworks like a year and a half ago. And, so far, it's like the whole me being an artist in the world. It's not, it didn't like, things were definitely not progressing as quickly as I thought they would. And what I realized today is, well, for one, I just started doing a little course correcting and kind of thinking into the future and going, okay. And I've been thinking this lately, like, all right, well, what next? Like, how long am I going to do this for? How much time am I going to put into it? Like, I honestly don't want to, do art for the rest of my life if if it wasn't selling enough, because that is something that's important to me. Like, I enjoy making art, but I do actually also am really at the point where I'm like, I want to share my energy, and like part of my energy is coming through in artworks. So I'm like, okay, this is a great way to like share something. But if it's not having results, if it's not actually selling, then I'm not really sharing it in the way I want to. So that is a failure. So I started thinking, well, I'm thinking about like how long I would give it, and it would definitely be years. But at a certain point, I would, if I still wasn't selling a lot, I would shift. I think at this point, I'm thinking like I really would shift entirely, just go in a different direction. And I just started thinking, well, you could go back to teaching. You could do the different types of teaching you did before. You could be an assistant teacher, you could be a children's art teacher, you could be a substitute teacher, and then that could move into something else. And yeah, I just realized, what I realized is I'm so much more, I want to say the word settled, and I know that has a bad connotation, like, oh my gosh, she's settling. But it's not in that way. It's like, you know why? It's not like, oh, I'm settling, I'm going back to my old job. The reason it's not like that is because there's something new that has happened. And that is that I tried. And like I said, I'm not done yet. I'm definitely not done. I'm not giving up. I'm going to try for many years more. However, if eventually I was getting the message that life just doesn't want you to go this way, Katie, for some reason, that's not the best use of your energy, I would take the message and I would do something with it. And that is, I would redirect and go a different way. But what I would be going with, and like the good feeling that was coming up in me, is I would be going with peace of mind for having tried and for having really tried. So that is what I wanted to bring in, like the good, the positive aspect of failure, and that is that you don't fail. It's something you can't possibly fail unless you've actually tried it. And so it's actually really a positive thing, because you did the thing that you felt you were here to do. You tried. You believed in yourself enough to try. And so you earned for yourself, like I'm earning for myself, peace of mind. And like then I can actually let go of the thing that if it just wasn't working, like, well, I tried. I really did. And like life gave me the answer, not this go round. Not this, it's, that path is not for this lifetime. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, and keep trying whatever is in your heart to do at this time in your life.